Hi everyone, I'm Amrita and today's video is about 5 ways to maximize iron absorption in your body. Iron is a very important mineral in our body and we most commonly know it to be a part of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is what carries oxygen from our lungs to every single cell in the body so that we can live. Most of us know about this function of iron. In addition to this though, iron is also required for proper physical growth, proper brain development, as well as for the proper functioning of every cell in the body. Now, while we can get iron from our diets, some of us are still deficient in it. Some common symptoms that you should watch out are feeling very tired and lethargic, suddenly feeling hot and cold, having brittle nails, hair falling, etc. Iron needs vary by both age as well as gender, and pregnant women and menstruating women have the highest iron needs among all age and gender groups. Also note, there are two kinds of irons, heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is found in animal foods such as organ meats, and non-heme iron is found in plant foods like your grains, pulses, seeds, etc. Heme iron is more easily absorbed by the body, non-heme iron not so easily absorbed. Because of this, chances are that if you eat a predominantly non-vegetarian diet, you may be getting adequate iron. If you are vegetarian though, or if you are in one of those groups that has higher iron requirements, you may not be meeting all your iron needs, and this video is especially for you. So here are the 5 top ways that you can increase iron absorption from the food that you eat. Number 1, cook your food in an iron kadhai. As part of our traditional Indian meals, all cooking used to be done in iron kadhais. Now this is ingenious because the longer you cook your food, some of the iron from the pan leaches into your meal, increasing the iron content of the meal. That's quite cool, right? It's a super easy and passive way to increase iron in your meal without really having to think about it. Number 2, use DFS salt. DFS stands for double fortified salt. Most of our salt is already fortified with iodine. DFS is doubly fortified with iodine as well as iron. This was done because as a population, Indians tend to be deficient in iron, and salt is an ingredient that pretty much everyone uses. So it was cheap, practical to increase iron levels, especially in pregnant and lactating women. So switching from iodized salt to double fortified salt or DFS is a great way to increase iron levels in your diet. If you'd like to know more about this, I've done an entire video on this topic and you can check it out right here. Number 3, soak your pulses. Pulses are one of the highest sources of iron in a vegetarian diet, but there's a substance known as phytic acid present in pulses which binds to the iron and makes it hard for your body to absorb. The simple act of soaking and sprouting your pulses overnight reduces some of this phytic acid and makes the iron more digestible and therefore easy to absorb by the body. The longer you soak, the more the phytic acid breaks down, the easier it is for your body to absorb the iron. Again, I have an entire video about the various benefits of soaking and you can check it out right here. Number 4, combine iron-rich foods with vitamin C. Vitamin C is a nutrient that increases iron absorption from vegetarian food. Fortunately, vitamin C is fairly common in the diet, in lemon, in red peppers, in fruits, all citrus fruits, and a lot of other vegetables too. Basically, eat your iron-rich foods with a source of vitamin C to maximize the iron absorption from that meal. Number 5, eat iron away from calcium-rich foods. Calcium and iron compete with each other for absorption in the body. So if you are looking to increase your iron absorption, eating it with calcium may not be a smart thing to do. Now this is not always an easy thing to do. Think about it. Dal and rice, cereal and milk, stuff clashes. That's okay. In these cases, use the above mentioned 4 strategies instead. An iron deficiency is fairly easy to correct. It can be detected by a simple blood test and corrected via a tablet or even IV iron infusion. But follow the 5 steps mentioned above to make sure that you are doing what you can to maintain your iron levels. So if you suspect you have an iron deficiency based on the above mentioned symptoms, do get it checked and do use these 5 steps and take corrective measures. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and share this video with others who will also find it helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below or reach out to me on Instagram. I hope to hear from you very soon. Until then, take care.